because he'd never been in that situation before. And, I was trying to be helpful. I listened, let him kind of share what was on his heart. And then he said, do you have any sort of advice? I know you've, been alive a little bit longer than I have, experienced different things. Is there anything that you can say that would help? And I thought about it for a minute, but the only thing I could think to tell him was that, haters gonna hate.
Oh, I thought you were going to recommend Dentine.
9 out of 10 dentists do.
Yeah, that 10th one, who knows what they're up to.
Yeah, I'm always suspicious. Hi folks, welcome back to Pop Pop Fizzle. I'm Jeff.
I'm Heidi.
And we are going to watch a teaser trailer for Marvel's Daredevil Season 3 on Netflix. So we have enjoyed both of the seasons of Daredevil. Actually, all of the Netflix shows we've enjoyed to varying degrees.
Yeah.
We enjoyed Defenders when some didn't, but we did.
Yeah, we enjoyed Iron Fist quite a bit. And
yes. Iron Fist Season 2 was even better.
I'm working on catching up.
Yes. And we both enjoyed Luke Cage Season 2 better than the first season. So,
actually, yeah, very much so.
So they do seem to progress and get better.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Jessica Jones Season 2 is better than the first season of Jessica Jones.
I think it's par.
Par?
Par. Like
Jack? Jack Parr?
No.
Old school reference. Nobody gets that but me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have looked forward to Daredevil Season 3 since the end of Daredevil. Since the end of Daredevil Season 2, even though I knew Defenders was coming, I knew we wouldn't get any more Wilson Fisk. I'm sorry, does Daredevil bore you?
No, it's sorry. Yeah, my yawn
I knew that we wouldn't get any more Wilson Fisk until Season 3, and as soon as they announced Season 3 and announced that Vincent D'Onofrio was going to be in this, I was super excited to see more Wilson Fisk.
Yeah.
Just the little bit that we got of him in Season 2 and his dealings with Frank Castle.
Amazing.
Yeah,
so good.
Good stuff. Now, this is a really short little teaser for Season 3, so we're going to jump in. I'll be honest, I've seen this, but without sound. It was playing on something. I didn't realize that's what I was seeing until it was too late. So I saw a little bit of it, but I didn't hear the sound, so I haven't seen it all. Heidi hasn't seen it at all.
Nope.
So we're going to watch it. We're going to tell you what we think about it. And then you have probably already seen it because we're late to this one. Jump into the comments. Let us know what you thought about the teaser. Tell us if you're excited for Daredevil Season 3 or any of the other Netflix shows that are coming. All right, here we go.
I once believed that justice could be found in a court of law and in the light of day. But I was fooling myself. Darkness only responds to darkness.
Looking a little rough there, Matt.
And the truth is, I'd rather die as the devil than live as Matt Murdock.
So very simple teaser. They're just like 35 seconds.
What's the rest of it?
I think it's just
Netflix.
background ad YouTube-y stuff where they put other pop-up screens.
I just want to making sure we're not
missing anything.
Not missing anything for this.
Nope.
I love Daredevil. I'll have to say it was definitely the best thing that Netflix could put out in terms of Marvel series. Bar none, even the intro is my favorite intro of all.
She talks about that often.
I really do. It's just gorgeous. I can sit and watch that intro several times in a row just because I love it so much.
We never skip it.
Never skip it because I love it that much.
Never skip it.
Never, ever. Okay, enough. So the fact that there's a season 3 is, I love that idea. I'm interested to see what happens here. So
interesting that he's in his season 1 getup in this teaser.
Yeah.
Also, it seemed as if he had bandages that were peeking out from under the black part of his mask.
But lots of blood happening there too. So what has happened?
And who knows at what point in the season that will even happen. Last we saw him, he was in a pretty bad way, being tended to by the nuns.
Yeah. So.
Which ties in, if you're not a comic book fan, I am, and I'm not going to spoil anything that I think may be coming for season 3, but I would suggest, if you have not read Daredevil Born Again, you can probably get it in a trade paperback or on Comixology. As a matter of fact, we can probably put a link to Comixology in our description, or even the Marvel app, whatever, but you can find Born Again. It's a classic story from Daredevil, one of the best ever written, and this season seems to, at least the implications of how Defenders ended and what we know about this season is that it may lean heavily into that story. I don't think it'll be a beat for beat remake of that story. I don't think you're going to spoil yourself on everything if you read that, but I do think it'll give you some background and some information that'll make your appreciation for season 3 probably quite a bit stronger. So I'm looking forward to it. I think I have it, so you can probably
I was going to say, I haven't read it, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I want to. Like, I've gone into a lot of the Netflix Marvel series without knowing too much about
true.
the history of the characters, and I've enjoyed these seasons greatly. So I don't feel like if you're a fan of these, or if you're a casual watcher viewer, that you have to dig too deep into the lore. For sure, if you're watching season 3, watch seasons 1 and 2 and Defenders first, because that's just keeping up with the continuity of this particular thing. But I felt very comfortable watching these shows without necessarily knowing a whole lot about the characters.
One of the things that I'll say too about the Netflix side of the MCU, if we want to consider it part of the MCU, I know that there's.
I wish they put it
Yeah,
together.
I
really
know.
do.
I know that
It's
they're
so
not
sad.
really in that, but they are at least connected, at least in a casual way. But one of the things I love about the Netflix side is that not only are the Netflix shows interconnected, but they're interconnected in such a way that all it takes is like a line or a reference for you to understand what's being, if you've watched the shows, you get it. So if you haven't seen Iron Fist yet, and this is not a spoiler really, but because I'm not going to talk about it other than a reference, but if we know where Luke Cage ended his season in season 2, and when we see Misty Knight in Iron Fist, she makes a reference to, I may need you to talk to Luke because I'm not sure how this thing's going to shake out with him. Well, we know what that means if we've seen, but you don't have to. It doesn't
Right.
spoil your watching of Iron Fist.
Right.
But it does if you've watched all those other things, you get it. Or in Luke Cage, when he and Danny were talking, and he said, that's that Matt Murdock BS or whatever that you're on or whatever. We know what he's referencing. We know what Danny's up to, that he's trying to fill those shoes. We know that,
Yeah.
So all of those things kind of connect together in a really interesting and fun way without you needing to know every single thing.
Right.
To
So if you
enjoy
just
the
love,
show.
if you just love Luke Cage, and you hear about these ancillary characters, you don't have to run out and
Sure.
see the rest of these
Sure.
to understand what's happening. Although, why wouldn't you? But if time constraints or whatever it may be, you pick your favorite one. You're not going to miss out by not watching the rest of these, but it's really fun to see how interconnected they are, and then you're not really missing out for not reading through the comic books before watching any of this, because they do a really good job of introducing you to the characters, the scenery, just whatever is happening, the main storyline. So it's good.
I have to say that if you have watched Luke Cage season 2 and Iron Fist season 2, and you still don't want a Heroes for Hire or a Daughters of the Dragon show, I don't know what to say to you. Because both of those notions are super exciting to me. I would love for, it takes a lot of effort for a team to put 10, 12, 13 episodes, whatever they do, of Luke Cage out, and 10 to 12, 13 episodes of Iron Fist out. And you could just give them 10 or 12 episodes to just, take a break from their individual shows, give us a season of them dealing with some nonsense going down in New York, and then have the Daughters of the Dragon along for the ride. I would buy that. any day of the week and twice on Sunday, as they say. So yeah, I'm totally in for anything that Netflix and Marvel brings me. This is certainly no exception. Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk alone would keep me coming back.
Yeah,
but the fact that season 1 was great, season 2 is even better. Introducing Frank Castle, the Punisher, and then coming into whatever is going to happen this season. Super excited about it.
Same.
Anyway, those are our thoughts on this particular teaser trailer. What are yours? You can let us know that in the comments down below. And if you like this video,
hit that thumbs up.
and consider subscribing to the channel, because we're a tiny channel, but we love it when you join us. We try to build our little community step by step, a little bit at a time, and we like you being a part of it. If you're already subscribed, then you can hit that little bell icon. What does that do again?
It supposedly notifies you when we drop a new video.
We think. It might. And I mean, really, what does it hurt? Even if it doesn't, who cares?
I believe I've gotten emails from
emails?
Emails, yeah, from YouTube notifying me that a new video was posted by somebody I subscribe
See, I think
to.
it's just like I think the only one I've done it. I've done a few, but I think I do get like notifications on my phone.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a notification
when Comic Pop posts a new video.
But it was a
Sal. Feel better if you're not already.
it was a push notification on my phone, and then I also got an email saying that so and so posted a new video to YouTube. So it does it. It does it.
Sure.
If you don't believe that it does, try it out.
Yeah, I mean, it may be hit or miss. Who knows? YouTube's always changing, and we just got to change with it, and that's what we'll do. So anyway, that's it for us today. We'll be back with more videos. Got some other things going. As this video ends, there'll be like a little 30-second advert for something I've got going on separately apart from this channel. So if you give me that extra 30 seconds, I'd appreciate it. If not, you can just end right here, and we'll see you next time. Bye.